Hey everyone, it's the Yellow Chili, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We started out as Brandenburg, formed Prussia a few episodes ago, and we are now currently at war with Poland, Lubeck, and Thuringia. We have declared the province of Dobrzyn, I can't really pronounce that, it's this one, as the war goal. And we are also about to siege Lubeck and Thuringia down here. We're actually going to try piecing Thuringia out as soon as possible because Thuringia, we don't really want anything from them. Our AE is still decently high, and we don't want to make any more enemies inside the Holy Roman Empire. And actually, I don't think we're going to take anything from Lubeck because we haven't declared any of these a co-belligerent. And that will lead to insane aggressive expansion in case we do take anything from them. So, we're also quite low on manpower. I only declared this war because Hungary just finished the war against Poland, and Poland is basically down. They're not allied with Lithuania anymore, and Denmark is also sort of eating Poland, so we're going to try to take as much as possible from them. Or at least keep it occupied until some of our AE wears off so we can take more. And this manpower problem is really bad right now. We only gain 328 each month. Well, let's see how we can handle this. Okay, so we just took the war goal. Let's go here then. Let's hope that we can take the Thuringian capital anytime soon, because that will help us a lot. Maybe a bad idea. Okay, Posen is being attacked by Thuringia. We have Johannes Agricola. Originally one of Martin Luther's theological closer allies, Johannes Agricola has had a bitter falling out with the Great Reformer. Agricola's stance in whether Mosaic law applies to Christians is directly opposite of Luther's, and the Reformer is now in search of a new base from which to work and propagate. His insistence on the Gospels alone as the source for Christian conduct, as well as having been seen to be favorable... Sorry guys, I can't read. To be favorable to a settlement with the Catholics has also made Agricola ill regarded by the more radical reformers. His theological views would make him an excellent superintendent for the newly formed Brandenburg Church, however, and a good court preacher of the Van Hohenzollerns. You can either bring him here for a advisor that gives us national unrest -2, and we get him for 50% cheaper cost. The downside of this is we are making enemies, especially among those who already have quite high aggressive expansion with us. So let's not do that and gain 15 legitimacy instead, although we could use the guy, we really could. But we can't afford to have this negative opinion modifier. I was sort of glad we could get the opinion with them up by a little bit. Alright, and here we go. We just won the Siege of Weimar, and since we don't want anything from them, we're just going to ask for war reparations and a lot of money and piece them out. Okay, yeah, let's not have our allies dock to this army. A golden era for culture. With peace in our country, the great musicians, artists, and poets are rejoicing in the capabilities of entertaining their betters. This era of cultural enlightenment is definitely improving the mood of Prussia. Except that we're not at peace, but we get a artist for 50% less, but the problem is he's reformed and he only gives a stability cost modifier -10. We don't actually need. Okay, they're running away. Let's go to Lubeck up here. Yeah, and we could actually just wait until these guys take their capital. I'm not going to mess with these rebels here. Mamluks accept a peace. Denmark, Burgundy, Salzburg. Our truces are over. Denmark, that is a little bit bad. Because we have to be really careful about this aggressive expansion thing right now. Thuringia, yeah. You guys... Well, we have a truce, so you guys can't really do anything. Bavaria's very much in favor of us. Should probably improve relation with Passau. Get it to exactly 0. Slow along. Our strong emphasis on offensive gives our country's army feeling of strength. Because attack is always the best form of defense. Our men charge fearlessly into battle knowing that victory will be theirs. Go for the eyes. We get morale of armies plus 15% for 10 years. That is incredible. Our morale is through the roof. Where can we see that? Tradition morale of armies is 5.65. Is that good? I really have no idea. I think it is kind of good. We're still at war with Riga, right? No, we're not. They're our vassals. Okay. Let's try to get Lübeck here, because if we can make them lose their troops, they'll be much more in a mood to sign a peace treaty here. Wait, let's compare the morale. Ours is 5.7, theirs is 3.7. That is an incredible advantage. I'm not sure where they're gonna go. Probably somewhere here. Try to follow them. The royal heretic. The people of Prussia were pleased with King-elector Frederick when King-elector Frederick III announced his marriage to Anna. At the time, little was said about their origin or her upbringing in Buda. The most common folk in Prussia, royals, are a breed of their own and they care little for such details. However, rumors bringing these issues to light have recently begun to spread. Some say that the electress has refused to let go of her old Catholic faith. While the people may have understood the need for marriage with foreigners, they are less likely to do so when it comes to being ruled by a heretic. How dare they? We get national unrest +2. Or Anna's more trouble than she's worth. Hungary's opinion of us has changed by... I think we just did that, right? No, we didn't. We're gonna improve relations with them again. Because we're only at +32. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Guys, could you stop running away? Because I really want to beat you up. Sorry, excuse my French here. Okay, that worked. How are the rebels doing? Border friction. Not everyone is happy that we have allied ourselves with Hungary. An influential faction of Prussian noblemen has been pushing for an end to the alliance, focusing on the province of Krakow, which is held by Hungary, but which many view as rightfully ours. So do I, in fact. They have been able to stir up widespread outrage at the situation. We can have a policy change for another -50. We're not going to do that. We can put a positive spin on things, or we can revoke the claim and lose 5 prestige. I think that is exactly what we're going to do, because this event is going to pop up again and again and again. Alright, so Poland is fully occupied. Like I said, we're not going to take anything from Lübeck. I just kind of want to wait. Okay, they just took that. We can now... Actually, we're going to return provinces to Mecklenburg. Going to make them release Saxe-Lauenburg. Return those 2 provinces. Oh, because we have so little war score. Okay, I guess we have to face those guys. How long is that going to take retaking from the rebels? Not too long. Why would our religion convert to Reformed? Dortmund is a Reformed center of Reformation. Who are they allied to? Cologne. We should probably... Wait, do we have a vassal here? Oh, only down here. Okay. Well, the thing is, I think I'm gonna declare war on or on Cologne, so we can convert Dortmund to Protestant. Our diplomat died just as the general before. That is a little bit sad. I think we're gonna go for Diplo Rep here. Yeah, there's still a lot to loot. We can actually invest in new technology, which we're gonna do right now. So we don't lose innovativeness. Oh, hey, Poland. Alright, that is just great. Now we should have 100% war score or close with Lubeck. We're gonna do that. Great deal for us. And they should be cool with us now, despite our aggressive expansion. And we could potentially get a new vassal here. Yes, we're gonna guarantee them. And vassalize them later on. Diplo-vassalize them, not through war. Okay, now... we definitely want these provinces. Oh, Jesus. Halt. Poland is not going to be a problem, but that coalition... Poland... Lubeck... Well, we have a truce with Lubeck and Thuringia. Yeah, we're gonna improve relations with Lubeck now. How much more can we improve them? 70. That might actually be enough. Okay, I'm really tempted to only... maybe that. Because... then we're gonna make them revoke cores. Actually, let's do that too, so they... yeah, that sounds good. We can't take more. But we're gonna send a warning towards Hungary if we can. We cannot. Who are we gonna rival? Denmark? Yeah, I think Denmark is a good choice. Could... yeah, let's do that. Their truce is almost up. I think we're gonna have to guarantee Poland here. Okay, we're gonna ally them and marry them, and then they should want to become our vassals. Musket or bow? An argument is broken out in court over the importance of the musket compared to traditional archery regiments, with the hopes of convincing King-Elector Frederick III that their role in the army is not becoming obsolete, a group of veteran archers have put on an impressive demonstration. Their grace, skill, and accuracy was admired by many who were present. Oh, Jesus. We're gonna take that, because it's only for till his death, okay? Well, he's 55. He might not be alive for the next technology. Citizens of Brandenburg an der Havel have grown tired of the local influence of greedy Dithmarscher merchants that they claim are using unfair advantages to outcompete local businesses. They demand that we step in to limit the influence of foreign traders on the area and reaffirm the privileges of our own merchants and artisans. We do not accept they might take matters in their own hands. We can either protect our trade or a negative modifier with Dithmarsch. Yeah, we don't care about that. And we are still at the musket or bow thing. Hold on, my second screen was about to turn off due to inactivity. Oh yeah, we're gonna wait for this. And then we're gonna say that. Okay, we can now actually update our... What are we at? Kandata infantry? I tend to be as balanced as I can because I do not generally use terrain to my advantage. We can complete a mission. Prussia will gain 25 power projection. That is very nice because it'll ensure that we get this bonus for having more than 50. Can we... We can issue an embargo against Denmark. England declared war on France. They cite conquest as their CB. Well, they have a lot of claims here. Growth of the business of amber. Our efforts to maximize trading profits in the area of East Prussia has borne fruit in the province of Königsberg. Entrepreneurs have managed to greatly increase the output of amber and have found new markets in our capital for the processed goods. Excellent. We gained 2 base production in Königsberg. Very nice. We can actually... We should probably get another manufactory. How about Sternberg for 49? We can also get that. And we're gonna deactivate our forts. Where's our... Oh, jeez. We're so low on manpower. Wasn't I gonna build barracks in most of our provinces? Well, let's get to that as soon as we can. The families left behind. The recent war took a heavy toll on our people. Many were called, few returned. The families of nobles and commoners alike toiled as they waited for soldiers to return home, but the war ended and they never did. Now the toiling continues, many being so preoccupied with the work to make up for the lost pair of hands that they barely have time to grieve. Of the ones who have time to think, many are increasingly thinking that we have been throwing away lives too carelessly. No, look at our manpower. People are just... Okay, yeah, you're right. We can get them a tax relief. We can decrease drafting. Or we can just go for national unrest +2. I think that is what we're gonna do. We have to do this because we can't afford the other two. However, we're gonna go here with this army. And we're gonna increase autonomy and let this army drill here. So that this should be fine once the army drills. We have Bavarian separatists in Wasserburg. Where the heck is that? Oh, these aren't ours, right? That sucks, Ansbach, because I can't get to you. Okay, you are now vassals. Why can't we continue improving relations here? Lubeck, you're at +3, that's great. They love us. Yeah, our economic base is, it's actually not too bad, but you need a lot of economic base to be able to vassalize most countries or most states of the HRE. Yeah, we're not going to do that again. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for all these comments that you guys were sharing with me. Somebody said supporting Sweden was not a good idea. Well, I noticed, but you are absolutely right. And I was expecting Russia to hop into this war, but Russia was not useful at all. And you were saying that I probably should have weakened Denmark before through attacking them when they were engaged in another war or when their allies were busy. You are totally right. On the other hand, from now on, I don't think Denmark and Sweden is such a bad combination because Sweden doesn't have a lot of troops. But we'll see. Maybe we will try to weaken Denmark, and we'll have to face Sweden in that war, that's for sure. But I am very tempted to start something against Denmark. Since we're allied with Russia, I think we can probably count on their support. We can, in fact. We can't count on Austria's support at the moment, but we might be able to do that later on. However, France is now a defender of the Catholic faith. Guys, this is really tempting because France might be... might become busy with a war against Britain. They are also allied with Burgundy and Bohemia, which is going to be a huge problem. We could potentially just attack Bohemia. Yeah. We'd have to have Austria in this war. Because in that case, we'd have, first of all, a sort of... Bohemia would be out in no time. And we have to have manpower. That is an bigger problem. Can't do this because we don't have enough army professionals. Sweden, what the hell? Why are you building spy networks? Is that how you say thank you for somebody who was supporting your independence? Right, how about you core some provinces? Okay, we have to start annexing people. How about we annex these guys first? We annex you? 1550, okay. I don't think I want to annex Ansbach, and we probably can't because they have no province, or we can only integrate in their personal union. Okay, we don't have that many vassals, we just have 3 allies. Oh, we have Riga too. I think we're gonna do that. It's not a lot, but... Polish separatists... Yeah. I have to do that. Stop drilling here. Oh god, they're gonna come next turn, probably. Nice! Keep converting stuff to Protestant, that's really nice. Okay, here they are. One here. Where else do we have rebels? And Wisna. Okay, let's go here. Why can we see Muscat? Never mind. Cheers, guys. Taking forever. Yes, we want to build barracks all over the country. Prussia is an army with a state, not a state with an army. Brandenburg and Saxony now have an alliance. That is totally cool. Okay, can we... Oh. Okay. What else is there to do? We need to... What was I gonna do? Okay, we can now start annexing these guys, and we're gonna do that because we're losing diplo power because we have too many diplomatic relations. We kind of have to continue guaranteeing Poland in order to prevent our surrounding nations from attacking them. Okay, France, like England, you're just not doing anything, right? Okay, we can do something. We could even start a golden era. Yeah, we should probably do that for now. We need money. We do have a couple ships. Does this change anything? Trade, we have 696, 699. Okay, it doesn't change a lot. Okay, if we can't upgrade them, we're gonna mothball them. Can we upgrade you guys? Let's do that. Yeah, and then also, we need to increase our navy. Somebody was saying that. Especially when fighting Denmark. I just saw they had 40,000 men here. We're far away from that. I don't think we'll be getting there too soon. We have a force limit of 50, actually. But like I said, we need manpower first. We can't not fight a war right now. We do have a lot of sailors, so let's build some ships here. And we could potentially finish, or not finish, but we're gonna do that for more siege ability. Send in the infantry. The humble foot soldier is sometimes looked down upon by the cavalryman, but he is the backbone of any army. A strong infantry attack can prove almost as devastating as a cavalry charge. Our infantry are rising to the fact that they are enjoying their day in the sun. You are the finest. We get infantry combat ability plus 5%. Jesus, we should so attack anytime soon. England! Wow, you took a fort. Congratulations. Well, guys, I think we're gonna attack here, but I just saw we reached the 30-minute mark. So, be prepared. We're gonna attack Denmark in the next episode. Or maybe not. I will have to double check all the settings here. See how many troops we have, they have, and we're gonna have to count on Russia, Russia, Austria, and Hungary, because France isn't coming. And this is just, all in all, a good situation. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment, share the video, or if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.